Welcome to Instablogs Global Report. This is Shivanjali with fresh updates and citizen voices from all over the world. Top stories for the day are: Hurricane Gustav puts politics at hold for the Republican Party. Israel releases 198 Palestinian prisoners convicted of serious offences. Deforestation of Brazil's Amazon River basin rises sharply amidst government apathy. And migrant labourers return home following violence over land shrine row in the Kashmir Valley. Senator John McCain has decided to scale down all activity connected with Republican Party's convention to be held in the city of St. Paul, owing to the threat from Hurricane Gustav. CJ Prince Campbell reports on John McCain's change in the convention plans from the US.
This is Prince Campbell, citizen journalist from the United States. With the horrible storm bearing down on the Gulf of Mexico, for the Republicans, it's people, not the political campaign, that's important, especially after the blunder caused by the Bush administration, which was accused of gross indifference and incompetence in terms of disaster planning, relief, and reconstruction when Hurricane Katrina struck 3 years ago. Senator John McCain has announced his decision to cancel virtually all activity connected with the opening of its convention in St. Paul, Minnesota, because of the threat of Hurricane Gustav. In an election year, both the Republicans and the Democrats do not have the luxury to be indifferent toward the electorate. In fact, Republicans are considering ways to tap donors to help provide relief in the Gulf Coast region, to avoid the appearance of revelry amid all the suffering. The campaign would try to shift the tenor of its commercials toward generating funds for those likely to get affected, rather than concentrating on ads criticizing Obama. McCain could be judged by how he handles this latest storm.
Israel has decided to release 198 Palestinian prisoners, most of them convicted for serious crimes. Many believe that the step could have positive strategic effect on Israel-Palestinian relationship. CJ Jesse Edwards reports on this important step from Israel.
This is Jesse Edwards, citizen journalist reporting from Israel. The release this week of 198 Palestinian prisoners, many of them convicted of serious offenses, was a smart and courageous move by the otherwise highly problematic Olmert government. It could have a positive strategic effect beyond its immediate confidence-building impact on Israeli-Palestinian relations. The gesture is designed to strengthen the moderate Palestinian camp against Hamas. A fairly obvious argument can be mounted against this move, that the gesture erodes Israel's anti-terrorism deterrence profile, but it should be kept in mind that such prisoners are released after serving many years of prison, and on a very small proportion of them actually return to active terrorism. The rationale is the huge importance the Palestinian public attaches to the freeing and repatriation of its prisoners. All things considered, and even bearing in mind the validity of these objections, the release of these prisoners associated with the PLO and PA is an important step towards rationalizing Israel's approach as a tool for peace rather than as a feature of warfare.
Illegal clearing of rainforest in the Amazon River basin has risen sharply due to lack of political will. CJ Celso reports from Brazil for Instablogs.
This is Celso Camargo, citizen journalist reporting from Brazil. The environmental issue in Brazil is an old problem. Since the dictatorship, projects to protect the Amazon forest are made and sometimes developed. But there is no continuity in this project. What we see here is failure after failure. The current government has resources and technology to change the situation, but it seems that lack political will. This administration is famous because it always met the wishes of the most powerful. The non-ethical connections that the government has with a share of Brazilian elite are scandalous, and deforestation is in fact a consequence of this. And this problem is getting worse because other types of forest are being threatened, as the Brazilian Pantanal Everglades, an area as impressive as the Amazon with a unique biodiversity. But while lacking the political will and the prices of commodities are high, it will continue happening. Sustainable development in many areas of Brazil is only a distant dream.
Harassed by violence and frequent shutdowns in the wake of land shrine row, migrant labourers have begun to flee Kashmir Valley for their home states. CJ Radhika has more on reverse migration from India.
This is Radhika, citizen journalist reporting from India. Migrant laborers from Kashmir Rally who have been jobless because of frequent shutdowns owing to the ongoing land shrine row for about 2 months have started returning home. Laborers from Bihar, Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh reach the valley each year during the monsoon season in search for greener pastures to make a living because back home it is all flooded with rainwater. Many had migrated to Kashmir along with their families to work as daily wage workers or indulge in some petty businesses. But this year it has been different. Many have not been paid wages by their contractors. Instead, they are being asked to leave by those whose homes they were constructing. Regular shutdowns, strikes and protests have made it doubly hard for the migrants to earn the living. Helpless and pestered by threatening calls, many have vowed never to return. Sadly, it seems the economics behind migration, which helps bind people from different walks of life, lies shattered by a political issue which does not concern these people at all.
And if you want your voice to be heard by millions, let Instablogs be your choice. You can contact us at cj@instablogs.com. That's all for today's show. We'll be back with fresh updates and more citizen voices. Till then, it's a goodbye from the entire team of Global Report.